Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to answer one of the questions you guys ask me so often on Instagram. The question, as the title may have already suggested, is how I shop online in India as well as from outside India. Well, I get this question very often, and to be honest, I feel like online shopping is what I love to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love walking into a store and trying an outfit out every once in a while, sure, but the joy of just sort of getting online and picking your items, also the drawback is that because you're not in a store and physically trying or physically paying money, you tend to overshop if you're anything like me. So I guess it has its pros and cons, but the list of pros for me is definitely a lot longer than the list of cons. What I'm going to walk you through in today's video is basically a few key tips and tricks that I've learned over a period of time and I found myself telling people in person. And since so many of you have been asking me questions about online shopping, I'm sharing them all with you in this video. If I have forgotten to mention anything at the end of this video, which I realized later, I will add it in the info box below. So please always make sure to read the info box for any add-on details that I may want to share with you guys. For now, let's dive right into it. Okay, so tip number one, which I feel is the biggest challenge for a lot of people who like online shopping but are still relatively new to it or getting used to it here in India, is that a lot of people are like, okay, what if this doesn't work for me and I want to send this piece back, whether it doesn't fit right or whether you just don't love the style on you so much. My solution to that is to always make sure you check the return or exchange policies of the website you're shopping from. Make sure that before you place your order, you know and you're familiar with what their exchange policies are. A lot of websites will ask you to ship the products back to them and they'll give you like a refund voucher or an exchange voucher or anything of that sort. But so many times it also happens that shipping products back to them is like half the price of the item itself probably. So that depends on your personal choice or whether you choose to go through it or not. My mom and I recently bought something online from Shein.com because we absolutely love Shein/Romwe. It's basically the same thing. I ordered from Romwe and things came with Shein branding, which is when I realized that it's basically the same thing. I love their stuff. If you guys have seen my Instagram, you'll know that I quite enjoy wearing Shein as well as Romwe. They're very stylish. They don't burn a hole in your pocket, but at the same time, one of the pants I got for my mom didn't fit her, and I exchanged emails with their customer service representative and they said I would have to ship everything back to them. Now shipping things to I think it was China, would be like cost me like 5 times of what that one pair of pants was. The pants were like $800 or something. So we just sort of decided to keep it, and instead of my mom, I'll wear it. You know, you figure it out. So make sure you check the exchange and return policies in advance. The second tip I'm going to give you guys is to make sure you stalk the brand on Instagram and see what their pieces look like on real girls. What tends to happen a lot of times, I'm sure you guys can relate to this, is when you put up a picture on Instagram, you tend to tag the brand in what you're wearing. If you go over to the brand's Instagram page and sort of just go through their tagged photos, you'll see how the products look on real girls, perhaps similar to you, apart from just on the models you see wearing their clothes on their website. That way you can also pick and choose and see what sort of styles might look good on you and your body type, also basis your lifestyle. I feel like this particular step has helped me really sift through clothes that I thought looked amazing on models, because they're models. Like, excuse me, those bodies are gorgeous, but I may not be able to carry it off as well as that model, right? So you sort of have to find the difference and make it work for you. I feel like the simplest way to do that is to see other people wearing the similar styles from the same brand. So there you go. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, a lot of people ask me how I shop from brands from overseas. Now the thing is, I have had 1 or 2 not so pleasant experiences in shopping overseas, because by the time the pieces reached me in India, I had to pay a really high customs ratio for it. I have talked about this in videos before, so I don't want to get into those details again, but just so you know, I would sort of advise you to make sure you do your customs research, or be prepared to go there and say, excuse me, this is how much I should be paying, not this. I was in a hurry for my items back at the time when I ordered things from Colourpop, and I think I paid like, was it 45 or 50%, some ridiculous amount that I paid for customs, which I couldn't even battle for at that point in time because I needed those pieces like urgently. Well, it's just one of those things where you should do your research on import, especially if you're ordering online internationally. The second part of this particular point that I definitely want to throw light on is that if you're swiping your credit card, a lot of credit cards levy certain charges on what you're swiping for online. For example, my latest credit card bill told me that I got charged 2% 2% of my of whatever amount I swiped for. So keep those factors into consideration, because if you're shopping on a budget or you're very cost conscious, those are things that will affect you, because 2% is like 2%. Like if you're shopping worth say 30,000 rupees, you're paying like, my math sucks. No, my math doesn't suck. 30,000 rupees. 3,300. You're paying $600 extra. So as long as you know what you're paying for, you're fine. But I'm just letting you guys in on these points. Okay, point number 4. If you're shopping for makeup online, okay, call me. Okay, I'm joking. My friends always call me when they're ordering for makeup online, because I'm like really good at being able to tell foundation shades basis like them in person versus them on websites. But I have stalked the Huda and the Fenty websites and the Sephora websites, and I've managed to get all the right shades for my friends so far. Every time we've called for foundations, by me checking them online and being like, no, this is your shade, they've yes, we've never got it wrong. But the point I'm coming to is that cross-reference. Don't just look at one website and order basis a certain swatch you see somewhere. Again, you could go back to the brand's Instagram and see real people wearing those shades, but keep in mind that a lot of people edit and over-edit their photos or swatches or videos, so you really need to be careful, which is why I say cross-reference everything. See what shade they wear in one brand and then maybe cross-reference it with what it could be online. There are many websites that help you do this. There are many bloggers like me who would be happy to respond to your emails and just sort of, tell you what to do. Like for example, I am a MAC NC42 vis-a-vis. I am a 310 from Maybelline. I am a brown sugar from Huda Beauty. What am I from Fenty? You know if you've seen the Fenty video. Link to it is down below as well as up here. So make sure you guys cross-reference everything, because that is really, really important too. My next point is one that is again very, very, very important. If you're shopping for clothes or shoes online, always trust in sizing charts. I have so many people who message me, what size are you wearing from Romwe, or what size are you wearing from Shein, what size did you order from Nordstrom. I recently ordered for this pair of heels from Nordstrom from Steve Madden, and I was really like skeptical, because I always usually wear a size 36 or a 37, but basis Nordstrom's sizing chart, I should have ordered a size 7, which was a 38, and I've never bought anything which was a size 38. So I was like, okay, I'm so scared that this is going to be like slightly loose for me. And it was coming from America, because my dad was in the US, so I was ordering it and getting it shipped to California, and then he was going to bring it here. So I didn't think that I was going to be able to exchange it, but I trusted Nordstrom's sizing chart and it was perfect. So always believe in sizing charts, whether they're shoes or clothes. If you're buying bags, there will always be dimensions on it. Always look sizing charts up. I cannot emphasize this point enough. Last but not the least, if you shop on a budget, or if you feel like you want to make the most of sales, watch out for those periods, like your end of season sales, or if you're shopping internationally, your Thanksgiving sales or Christmas, Diwali sales. I feel like those are really, really big all over the world. So if you're looking to shop for more within a certain budget you've set aside for yourself, definitely keep those in mind. And I'm someone who loves to make the most of my money, so when I see like a good sale, I'll definitely check it out. Like for example, I like to buy most of my high-end stuff from the US, because I find that the pricing in India is slightly more expensive. So to make the most of my money, I buy everything there, and then somebody or the other is always coming, because my whole family is in America, like almost my whole family is in America. So somebody or the other is always traveling and brings my stuff down for me. So make the most of it, plan ahead, make sure you know which websites accept cash on delivery if that's what you're comfortable with. Make sure you plan all of these things in advance, and you'll be a happy shopper like me. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is something different that I've done this time, but I'm listening to all of your requests through the comment section below. So go ahead and comment below if you have any more ideas you want me to talk about, anything specific, anything category based. I'm happy to discuss. But before that, I really, really, really hope you guys have hit the subscribe button, because we recently crossed 54,000 subscribers, I think, and I really, really, really want you to be part of that YouTube fam. Come back for more in the next one. I'll see you then. I love you. Mwah. Bye.